Know that the co-owner of Oracle and the owner of TikTok, Larry Ellison, has his very own island? It's called the Island of Lanai. Did you know that Larry Ellison was also mentioned in the Epstein files? So did Larry Ellison get his island because he was jealous of yours? And did you know that Netanyahu actually visited this same island and spent time with Larry Ellison?
And the most important purchase that is going on right now is TikTok. TikTok, number one.
The renewal of the Jewish state is something that I think touches all of us.
It's official. TikTok just announced they've handed control of U.S. TikTok over to Zionist billionaire and MAGA oligarch Larry Ellison. This completes a 2.5-year campaign by the state of Israel to censor Americans' TikTok.
And I've met with owners of TikTok, the big owners. It's worthless if it doesn't get a permit. It's not like, oh, you can take the U.S. The whole thing is worthless. With a permit, it's worth like $1 trillion. So what I'm thinking about saying to somebody is buy it and give half to the United States of America, half, and we'll give you the permit. And they'll have a great partner, the United States. And they'll have something that's actually more valuable because they have the ultimate partner, and the United States will make it very worthwhile for them in terms of the permits and everything else. But so think of it, you have an asset that has no value or has $1 trillion value. It all depends on whether or not the United States gives the permit. So what I'm saying is let the United States give the permit, and the United States should get half.
And is it just me, or did Donald Trump just blackmail them into selling Oracle to the Israelis? Or else they weren't going to give them a permit.
Once upon a time, I was a Zionist. And still to this day, many of my friends are Jews. What should you know? Some IDF kids showed me footage of them doing horrible things to civilians, to children, thinking that it was going to somehow impress me. And then I did some mushrooms every day. And a lot of things, a lot of dots, the fluoride in my brain was not allowing to connect, started connecting. And then I understood what I was participating in. I did not like it. I'm good at what I do entirely. Anybody that was on the receiving end of anything weaponized or malicious from me was someone who absolutely deserves worse than that. And being in situations where I've been present for people to profoundly disappoint, and the exact opposite, being witness to heroism. This revolution is not going to be a horizontal fight, it's a vertical fight. And when I say vertical, understand something. The Uniparty has embezzled $55 trillion from your taxes that were illegally paid. What you should also know is that black programs, black operations are financed by the black market, so money that's not taxed anyway. Do you know why they've built underground cities for themselves? It is not for the top 1%. They're just having you point your fingers at them. They pay taxes too. There's over 4 million members. It is a breakaway civilization underground with their own power grid. And what is it for? It is to hide from you.
Hey, them mushroom bars. Mushrooms, they can really open your eyes to some crazy stuff.
The next video is terrifying. Do you believe me? Watch.
Members of Congress, I now have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you His Excellency Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel.
I have never seen that room so unified in all my days. Looks like they all finally found some common ground.
I think that was our Congress cheering on Israel Prime Minister.
Here's the most important email from the Epstein files. All you need is a blood transfusion from the pack and you reverse aging. What does this mean? It means that the adrenochrome conspiracy is not a conspiracy and that Hollywood and some of the political elite are blood-drinking satanic pedophiles. First, let me explain what adrenochrome is. It's a chemical that is released in the bloodstream when adrenaline oxidizes. It's the body's response to extreme levels of fear, especially in children. Some people call it the fountain of youth. I remember when Mel Gibson said that this is the most valuable currency in Hollywood, and they called him crazy. Now they're doing the same thing to Nicki Minaj. If we look back, they showed us adrenochrome in multiple movies. We were just not paying attention. Okay, so we know that many celebrities and politicians on the right and on the left are on tape doing unthinkable things to children, and that's how they're blackmailed to push a certain agenda, and that's why the US is controlled by a foreign country. But somehow, there are no arrests, and people are still watching the Grammys, watching their movies, buying their products, and voting to have these rats in office. And while we're talking about this, countries are still being invaded, resources are still being stolen, markets are still being manipulated, we're still being divided, and a digital prison is still under construction. Let's not lose our focus here, but it's also time to demand justice.
You're not supposed to know this, so once you hear it, you cannot unhear it. They didn't just clone sheep, they cloned humans. And those clones, well, they're walking around us right now, raised like children, but programmed like devices. And the root of it all is a dying race with a plan, the Zeta Reticuli. Now here's a short clip I found of Rampage Jackson talking about this exact thing.
Go run 3 miles right now, send me a video. I ain't fuck with that, bro. Alright, bye. I love you. Fuck you.
What kind of relationship is that? It's like
it's like I had him when I was your age, 21. I had him when I was 21.
Oh, so he's like your boy.
Yeah, I raised him since he was 6 years old. He's my clone. I cloned him in Germany.
What? Germany?
Yeah, I can talk about it now, but
you cloned him?
Yeah.
How'd you clone him?
I can't talk about that part.
But tell me what happened. You actually cloned the kid?
Yeah, he's my clone.
You cloned him?
Yeah.
Where's the other version of him?
Right here, nigga.
The Zetas, small-bodied, gray skin, large black eyes. Not imagination, but documented, interdimensional beings. Their species is dying, their DNA is corrupted, and their ability to reproduce, gone. The Zetas have damaged themselves to a point where they can no longer reproduce naturally. Their only hope for survival lay in the creation of hybrid races through genetic engineering. So, they turned to Earth, and they didn't ask for permission. They made deals behind closed doors. Certain Earth factions allowed the Zeta to perform abductions and experimentations in exchange for technology. This wasn't about contact. This was about control. Because the Zetas didn't just need DNA. They needed vessels. In some instances, abductees are not returned, but rather replaced with a replica duplicate. These are not robotic constructs, but actual genetic replicas of the abductee body. Let that sink in. Not just a copy, but a body made from your DNA. A cloned version of you, and sometimes they don't even send the original back. Zeta groups have learned to extract portions of the soul matrix and insert them into cloned bodies for testing and data gathering purposes. They copy your body, fragment your soul, then replace your life with something synthetic, something programmable. Here's the part that most don't talk about. The clones aren't just stored in labs. They are raised as children, taught, trained, and inserted into society. The Zeta's bioregenesis program involved creating hybrid and cloned beings who could potentially integrate with Earth's humanity. Some of these were to be raised as children within human society. Think it's far-fetched? Well, that is why a professional fighter is saying point blank, "I cloned my son," and laughing about it. They are hiding in plain sight. And what used to be secret, well, it's now soft disclosure. Your leaders know. They traded your freedom for technology, for war weapons, AI, and space programs. The US government, among many others, allowed Zetas to abduct citizens and conduct biological experiments in exchange for advanced technological knowledge. These agreements paved the way for everything. Underground cloning facilities, genetic labs under military bases, time manipulation, soul transfer, and memory implants. Joint projects such as Montauk and Phoenix were part of a much broader experimentation using Zeta technology. This included time manipulation, genetic engineering, and cloning.